If you thought my glaze of the Swedish club Djurgarden was gonna stop from yesterday's video, then you are wrong. Another Djurgarden alumni in Kusogi, who now currently plays at Eintracht Frankfurt. And I know a lot of you may be saying, Jalen, wow, Bundesliga, that's not really your thing here. I thought you were doing clubs that were like, outside the top five or, in the top eight, maybe at least. But you're talking about a player that's in the Bundesliga already. They're already ahead of you. They're already ahead of the pack. Well, I'm always 2 steps ahead. That's what I'm trying to tell myself here, at least. Because Mosugi is an absolute baller and he's going to have a breakout season at Eintracht Frankfurt. And I just thought you guys would want to know about it because he got signed in January, but he has yet to make a start for Eintracht Frankfurt. And I think I have some ideas as to why, but I have some ideas as to why he would be great. And no, it's not because I went to Japan and I've got some bias for the Japanese players. If that was the case, you would have been seeing 4 videos in a row of Japanese players being released. But so far, we've only had Mizuto, Nakamura, and Tanaka. I heard Nakamura kind of ended up pretty well. Yeah. When did I call Nakamura? 4 months ago? Yeah, my time machine is not for sale, unfortunately. But Mizuto got signed to Le Havre. I was in France. There was some insider trading when that happened. And today, I'm going to be telling you guys about Mosugi because I actually went into the future and I was like, wow, this guy is so good in the future. I got to tell people right now in this moment that Mosugi is going to be an absolute baller. So let's get into why I think Mosugi is absolutely great. Man, these analogies that I keep dropping just keep getting better and better and better, and they will get better. They will keep getting better. But what I like about Mosugi is he's great at creating chances, and that's what I like about players. I like players who can create something for their team, and Mosugi can do that in abundance. He actually leads for left backs in chances created and big chances created. So that means that there's a lot of production going out from the player. That's kind of self-explanatory. Why did I have to explain that? I don't know, but I felt like mansplaining in the moment, and I'm gonna keep doing that. And what I like about Mosugi as well, he's a great duel winner. He's gonna win you that ball. He's gonna get that ball won for you. Now I'm just sounding like Alexi Lala. Fuck, man. I mean, he's just gonna win his duels, which is important. Why is duel winning important? Because you want to be able to beat your opponent more than they beat you so you can get closer to the goal. And also, you want to come out of those duels a positive rather than a negative. That's all I'm gonna say before I continue Alexi Lalaing myself and just explaining what is absolutely completely obvious. But what I like about Mosugi, he's a very technical player, very quick, fast player. A lot of the players coming out of Japan, I really appreciate the technique that these players have. They're really comfortable in tight spaces, and Mosugi is yet a factor of this Japanese development, where a lot of the players are getting really, really good at playing in very, very tight places. It's almost getting very scary, and we could see in the World Cup with some of the goals that the Japanese squad were scoring. But the country is still far, far away from its goal that it has set on to be a top footballing nation in under a century. But Mosugi is again a factor of their great development that they've been having over there because he's been absolutely killing it at Djurgarden. That is right, Djurgarden, where Siltanen played at as well. Djurgarden, I think their scouting is pretty good, honestly, to be honest with you. I mean, it has to be when you've got players like Siltanen and now Mosugi coming out of those 2 clubs. And this is a good sign because teams like Eintracht Frankfurt buy players like Mosugi because they see that there's a resale value to Mosugi. I mean, right now his market value is at 10 million I think that's pretty fair right now. It is a bit high for a left back like Kosugi, who has yet to make a start in a top 5 league, but he's definitely got the qualities to do well in the Bundesliga. He's got the pace, he's got the dribbling, he's got the technique. The only thing that I'd like to see him be a bit better is actually when he's taking on players and his success rate and his duels, his success rate in his duels, because he's great at winning duels, but his actually success rates is pretty low for a left back, to be honest with you. Recoveries, he's great. He's great in winning tackles. He's great in interceptions. He's great at. He's got the defensive part covered down. Now it's just what can you do in attack, and can you keep the ball more consistently, and can you win those duels more consistently? That would be the next thing that I would ask of for Kosugi, because overall he's got the technique, he's got the pace to be a great left back. It's more about now can I get those duel numbers up, because a lot of teams are going to be looking at that. You see the likes of Lamine Yamal, and they're not even the same position, but even a forward like Lamine Yamal with great output, great skill, great ability, still has to be very good in his duels, the amount of duels that he's winning, as well as his chances created and touches in the opposition box, which Kosugi checks as well. It's just there's more factors than your speed, your technique that you need to provide to be a great player at this level. You need to do a lot of other things, and Kosugi's almost there. I just hope his time at Eintracht Frankfurt, they kind of spot those weaknesses and they help him get better. But if he gets that down, I think there's no reason why he shouldn't be a top left back. He's definitely got the technique, like I've been saying for a while, to really get himself out of tight situations and be a good support player for his team. He can almost do everything on the wing. He can cross. His cross success rate is very, very high. Got a lot of successful crosses coming in, which is good because he's going to be there on that wing, and he's able to stop the ball and stop defenders in one-on-one situations. I've even seen times for Kosugi where he was at Djurgarden playing in the Champions League against Chelsea, 1v1 against Jadon Sancho, getting the stop. Absolutely amazing, because Sancho's a great player with great dribbling and great technique, and he can easily beat you with a quick move. Kosugi's is there, he's holding his ground and able to make a stop on such a quality dribbler. Did Sancho's career pan out? No. But it goes to show that Kosugi can handle those big time players in those big leagues. So generally, I think Kosugi's a top player. He's a great player. He's got everything in his locker to go all the way up. It's more about, can Frankfurt really help him work on his weaknesses, and will he get adjusted to the Bundesliga? I think so. I think he will, especially we're seeing players like Nathaniel Brown leaving Eintracht Frankfurt and going to Bayern Munich. So I guess the spot is there for him to take up if he really wants to take it up. Now, it's up to the player to be like, yes, am I going to take advantage of this opportunity? Am I going to go up? Am I going to rise my stock even more? I think he can. And I can definitely see Kosugi being a player that goes for more than at least 20 mil, and Eintracht Frankfurt at least cashing in more than what they paid for him, because I think that's the goal of what they're trying to do at the end of the day. So yeah, Kosugi, an absolute baller that you guys should know about. And damn, I felt like Thierry Henry at the end of the video, the way I was explaining that. I could hear the Frenchness coming out of my voice, even though I'm not French and I was not speaking in no French accent whatsoever. But as you guys can tell, I've been watching a lot of World Cup, so much World Cup that I've been hearing about this Jet Spence song, a Jet Spence song, and I might sing it next episode. Who knows? But one thing I do know is that you guys should check out Kosugi. He's a great player, absolute baller from Japan, and another Djurgarden product who had a transfer to Eintracht Frankfurt. And now the position for left back is his, genuinely, because Nathaniel Brown's gone, and that opens up space for Kosugi to do great things. All right, guys, thank you for watching the video. If you like these type of videos, please subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.